The action comes, trying to get Gilgeous-Alexander free. He's got it with 4 left. SGA to the basket, lays it up and in! They pulled Wemby away. Spurs got numbers hungry now behind the plate. 5 on 4. Wemby's going to pull a deep 3.
Oh my goodness.
Knicks were down by 22 with 7.5 to play. Anunoby floats it over to Shamet. Shamet, a three-pointer. It's good! Tie game with 44 seconds to go! Brunson cross-court. Shamet puts it up. Puts it in! A 9-point lead. Timeout Cavs. Knicks take game 1 behind the brilliance of Jalen Brunson.
This is Rafiq Luzon. You are tuned in to Nothing But That Sports Talk. Man, what a conference finals we've seen to start off. As I woke up this episode of Nothing But That Sports Talk, Rafiq Luzon and to Sal Out 1-2 combo back on the dial. Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me, man. It's always great talking basketball with you.
Yeah, it's always great seeing your reactions on the New York Post last night because, man, was that a crazy comeback by the New York Knicks to start off their conference final series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That literally a generational comeback if I ever see any.
I agree. And there was nothing that James Harden could do on defense against one Jalen Brunson. That was a terrible mismatch for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Knicks exploited it over and over and over again.
Yep. Jalen Brunson shot 7 for 11 from the field goal range against James Harden. And this literally shows that James Harden just can't play any defense when it matters the most.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. He's obviously not prime James Harden. He was never known to be a defender, but he definitely looks slow out there, even on offense sometimes, but especially on defense.
Yeah. It has everybody speechless right now. I mean, when you saw the Knicks were down with 22 points with 7 minutes left, did you ever anticipate this happening?
No, I didn't think they were coming back. I thought the game was over. I was thinking about game 2. So shouts to the Knicks for getting it done because that was an incredible comeback.
Yeah, an incredible playoff run nonetheless. I mean, looking at this whole playoff run in general up until this point, do you think the Knicks are primed for an NBA Finals run?
Yeah. I don't think they could beat the Thunder or the Spurs, but anything could happen. But I did predict Knicks in 6 for this series, and we'll see what develops. I do think the Cleveland Cavaliers will get 2 wins, but I think the Knicks will get to their first NBA final since the 90s. I believe
1999.
They did 1999. That was the lockout year, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Versus the Spurs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, but let's be realistic. If you're a Knicks fan, would you want to play either the Spurs or the Oklahoma City Thunder when you get to the NBA Finals?
Most people say the Thunder, but I think the Spurs. Most people think they rather play the Spurs, but I believe that they should rather play the Thunder. I think Victor is absolute difference maker, and that's something you don't want to deal with in the NBA Finals. I know the Knicks beat them in the Cup, but Wemby was on minutes restriction, and on top of that, he has gotten even better since then.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama is literally at a different level. Over 40 points and over 20 rebounds, even hitting the shot from Curry range and during that overtime win in Game 1 against the Spurs, against the Thunder. There's nothing to talk about with this man. I mean, he is 7'5".
Yeah, he does everything, man. And also now he's hitting like logo threes like Steph Curry. This guy's different.
Yep, he is built different. I mean, he's not even playing like a guy in his first year in the NBA playoffs because being as tall as he is, you kind of anticipate he's going to carry a franchise this deep and give the Thunder fits. Him, Stephen Castle, Dylan Harper, Julian Champagne.
And De'Aaron Fox didn't even play.
And when De'Aaron Fox is playing, this Spurs team is just loaded.
They are loaded. I agree. And defensively, they're even better than the Knicks. So, Yeah, it would be a tough series. Wemby is I don't even think generational is the right word. He's something more than generational. He's once in a lifetime. Not once in a lifetime, once in an ever. He's the most ridiculous talent I've ever seen. He's the most talented basketball player I've ever seen.
Yep, he is. I mean, ain't nothing much to say.
Nothing much to say, man.
I mean, I could go on talking about how incredible a player run that these Final Four teams are having. I mean, the Knicks coming off a 9 days rest.
Yeah.
You worry how that the type of offense they've had in those last 3 games against the Hawks and sleeping the Philadelphia 76ers, that was 9 days rest going to have on the Knicks offense. And it looked like they weren't going to be as much going in up until the last 7 minutes of change, but they pulled out this comeback. It's not just because of Jalen Brunson. OG Anunoby, he attacked the rim. Landry Shamet was knocking down 3-point shots. It was just an all-around team effort.
Shouts to Landry Shamet, who really found his role in the NBA, because I think coming out the draft, everybody knew he'd be a 3-and-D guy, but it took him, a long time to really find a great role for himself on a winning team. So shouts to him. He played great. OG played great despite he was kind of record scratching on the shot. He didn't really felt like he wasn't comfortable out there shooting the basketball. Mikal played great too. Cat was okay. But yeah, it was a team effort. But, Jalen Brunson was a difference maker in the second half.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he's a complete difference maker. They call him the captain for a reason. So shout out to Jalen Brunson for all the hard work he's doing as a New York Knicks fan. The ability to attack the rim, knocking down 3-point shots, and get other players involved. Even Mikal Bridges was all of a sudden knocking down shots. I mean,
right, ridiculous.
You think we gave up on the New York Knicks? But what was that whole experience like being New York Post, giving your personal reactions to games like this, working with Dexter and Henry?
It's great working with Dexter. I had so much fun reacting to the game there. They have a great studio set up, and it was great talking basketball with Brian and Dexter. We watched the whole game together, and then we did a post game as well. So go check that out on New York Post Sports. Shouts to Dexter Henry and Brian.
Yeah, they're incredible. I love what they do. They just continue to gather content creators and journalists.
Yeah.
To react to moments like this.
Yes. It's amazing. Amazing work.
Yep. Anyway, can we expect you to continue to do work like this and other sports content work in the next
year? Yeah, I'm going to keep working. You know how it is, Raf. You just got to keep working at it. Don't stop, can't stop.
You can't stop, won't stop because...
There you go. You said it better than me, man. You said it better than me. Can't stop, won't stop. There you go.
Yeah. All right. Now on the subject. What has been your favorite Knicks playoff memory during Jalen Brunson up to his points?
It got to be last night, to be honest. I mean, I know they had a crazy comeback versus the Celtics, last year, but I think this was even crazier. Just the way it was continuously one-on-one, Jalen Brunson versus Harden over and over and over again. Especially if the Knicks win a championship this year, that game will be legendary. It'll be legendary.
Yeah, it'll definitely be legendary. I mean, it's even more legendary than the come from and win on Christmas Day, because this is about getting one victory closer to the NBA Finals.
That's what it's about. Yeah, we'll see. Do you think they're going to win the championship?
If it's against San Antonio, yes. If it's against OKC, I'm just hoping they don't get swept, because OKC is still a different team. They're defending champions. They got all the weapons you need, built from the ground up.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that.
But I will say this, though. The fact that OKC can finally capable of losing a game in the playoffs has the Knicks to be confident that when they get to the finals, they can win at least 1 or 2 games against them before OKC, in predictable fashion, wins back-to-back.
Yeah. So who do you think wins OKC's Spurs? Gonna be a good game tonight, right? That's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun
it's
to
a mixed bag for me. I would pick San Antonio.
Okay.
Victor Wembanyama is just too much. I mean, Chad Holmgren is the closest defender they have to this man. He's 7'4".
He has no chance. Chet has no chance against Wemby, and I love Chet.
And that's the closest, it's the tallest guy you have to him.
Yeah.
But do you think that Victor Wembanyama will be the next Tim Duncan for the San Antonio Spurs?
He's gonna be better than Michael Jordan. Forget Tim Duncan. He's going to be the greatest player ever if he stays healthy.
Yeah, he could be. I mean, yeah.
I think he will be. I think he will be, if he stays healthy, the greatest player to ever live.
Yeah, I mean, he could be. Tim Duncan was different back in the day where he almost made the playoffs every year. He never missed a beat. Even guys that are almost as tall as him, he had help. The guys like David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker, but
Kawhi Leonard too,
and Kawhi Leonard, and Robert Horry, and Bruce Bowen. But this
Boris Diaw,
that too.
Avery Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had a lot of good, and he had Popovich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Duncan played with Steve Kerr too, right? I believe so.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah. I remember Kerr had like 18 points in a playoff game. One time. Yeah.
But this San Antonio Spurs team, with the names I just mentioned from this roster, Victor Wembanyama, if he wins a championship right now, he'll change everything we know about basketball.
I agree.
And now up this episode, nothing but that sports talk. Rafik Luzon combo. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, anytime, bro. I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
This is pretty much all we can address. I mean, I could go on and on about it, but you get the point.
We get the point. I appreciate you. Thanks so much, Raf.
All right.